So what does this look like? Walked out in a healthy biblical way. Start with your own journey. Let people lead you. Live life together. Assume responsibility for yourself. 5, mature and grow. I love the story of Naomi and Ruth. Man, Ruth just commits herself to Naomi. Where you go, I'm going. Oh, okay, that sounds nice. No. And where you stay, I will stay. Well, that's very kind. My goodness, she's just going to be with Naomi? No. Your people will be my people. Now, you got to know the difference with Naomi and Ruth. This is a huge statement, which leads to the next one, which is even bigger. And your God will be my God. Woohoo! This is way beyond discipleship. Naomi protected Ruth. She made a place for her in her family. But it was Ruth's desire to grow and to go that ended up allowing it to happen. See, it was the mother who protected and made a place for her. But it was the daughter, it was the spiritual daughter who had the desire to grow and go. Ruth pursued, she leaned in, she learned, she grew. This is key for young believers. This is key for you as a young believer or a younger. I'm 56. I'll say younger believer. This is key for you. Fathers and mothers don't chase down sons and daughters and say that you're my son and daughter. That's not the way this works. You lean in, you learn, you grow, you have a desire to grow and go. That's how it works. I waited for over 15 years to be found by a father and mother. That's not going to work. I realized it was my responsibility to lean in. It was my responsibility to say, you know what? That's a person that God has put in my life. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people. Like that's what sons and daughters do. But this is also a powerful demonstration in Naomi and Ruth of mature believers making themselves available to father and mother. So many times, those that are called to be spiritual parents, they try to make it super difficult for people. Well, if you do this and you do this and you do this and you do this and you're going to need to drive me these places and I want you to carry my bag and I want you to do this and I want you to do this. I'm not going to get on a soapbox today because I know this is going to be a little bit longer. But that's not called a son or a daughter. A lot of times that's called a slave. Sometimes intern is another word for slave. I'm just going to say it. It is. And we need to stop it. I'm 56 years old. I need to work on my biceps. I don't need somebody to carry my bag. When I carry my bag, I'm carrying it like this. Like I'm working on my biceps. Because I know that when Tanya grabs my arm, I want her not to feel jelly. I want her to go, ooh, are you making a fist? And I can go, no, I'm not making a fist. And she goes, ooh. That comes from, I'm walking down the aisle of the church in the morning and I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Now Dallas is going to watch me because he's in this room right now. He's going to watch and see if I'm really doing it. But I don't need somebody to carry my bag. Now, if I've got 4 people around me after a gathering's over and I'm talking to all 4 of them and it's getting late and I need my stuff in my office because Tanya's going to gather stuff together, I may ask somebody, hey, Dallas, can you take this to my office? Hey, Carlos, can you do this? Hey, Caleb, can you do this? I'm not ordering them to do it. I'm not forcing them to do it. I'm not saying you have to be my son or daughter in the faith to grab my bag. I just need some help right now because I got a bunch of people around right now that want a piece of me. And that's about the time that Matt comes up and goes, hey, guys, you may want to send Pastor an email a little bit later. I need to take him to so-and-so, and he rescues me. Or Dallas, hey, it's ready for debrief. You know, those guys are always trying to rescue me. Listen, nothing, and I'm talking to all of you right now, nothing, I mean nothing in this season of my life gives me joy like seeing those younger in my circle growing, teaching, leading, preaching, praying. I'm not worried or insecure. I'm not worried about the future because they're going to go higher than I ever did. Man, I want to be there to encourage them, inspire them, equip them, release them, and yes, sometimes correct them because I love them. But I don't want to punish them. I don't want to beat them down. I don't want every time they walk up to me to go, oh, here we go. And listen, I've served with people like that. I'm not going to go into lists or anything. But I've served with people that as soon as they walked in the room or I walked in the room where they were, I was like, man, what's it going to be this time? What's it going to be this time? What did I do this time? What did I not do this time? Man, that's like walking into the house of Pharaoh. That's being a slave. And I'm just begging for somebody to walk in and go, let my people go. Let Scott go. That's not parenting. That's not parenting. That's punishment. That's domination. That's submission in the worst possible sense of the word. So Mature and Grow. Naomi and Ruth, great for young and old.